Satan is an astronaut. Whoa, Satan is an astronaut. Let me tell you. Let me read the synopsis. It has quite a few sentences to it. Let's see if you guys get the trend here. Satan is an Astronaut is a visual novel set aboard the Bub, B-U-B, a living forest adrift in space. Satan is an Astronaut is a visual novel about something ancient and adrift in space. Satan is an Astronaut is a visual novel about hell. Damn, and I live in it every day. Satan is an Astronaut is a visual novel about judgment. Satan is an Astronaut is a visual novel about a girl who summons a forest spirit. I'm guessing it's this one. Satan is an astronaut is a magical stag that lives in the woods in space. Satan is an astronaut is a visual novel about a girl who is losing her mind. I can relate to that. Satan is an astronaut is about a talking cat. Oh boy. you can tell we really just like we're in this downward spiral here once we like our cat starts talking. It wasn't before. I'm assuming it was always talking, but who knows? Maybe we were always just a little bit cuckoo. Satan is an astronaut is a visual novel about love and madness. Satan is an astronaut is a visual novel about time and space. Satan is an astronaut is a visual novel about the corporation of justice. Ooh, spicy. Satan is an astronaut is trying to avoid being too political. Satan is an astronaut is built by history. It's built by philosophy. It's about getting endings and achievements. It's about going outside and making friends. Hey, I don't need help with that. I go outside plenty, and I have a lot of amazing friends. I am not antisocial like that. How dare you call me out? Try to call me out like that. You missed. It's about Satan is an astronaut is about doing what it takes to survive. Satan is an astronaut is a tale you've heard before. Satan is an astronaut is something entirely new. It's a horror game. It's a common building sim set in space. It's a friend-killing sim in the imagination of a mentally disturbed young woman. An astronaut is a person who goes to space. An astronaut is someone who understands space. Satan is the accuser and adversary. Satan is the beginning and the end. Satan is an astronaut. Yo, what a description though. Yo, craps. That's how you market your game, guys. That's how, if you ever need to market your game, that's how you do it. I need to take tips from you. It's in the title, for real. It is in the title. Just repeat your title 20 times and you and just like find ways to like, you know, explain it. Matt did a great job here. Enjoy truly spectacular original art and gameplay from Matt Carvalho? I'm so sorry if I mispronounced your last name, Matt. I apologize. I get angry when people mispronounce my last name, and here I am fucking up your last name. Experience original music and fearsome sound design from Shane Stephenson. Explore a fine story about cats and devils in space and what can happen when people really buy into your madness without fully thinking it through. Oh shit. Hours of fun, about 2 if I'm honest, but that warrants a plural by definition. Multiple endings. Some of them will make a lot of sense, will speak to you. Others, you'll wonder what I was thinking about when I wrote them. I have a degree in English Lit, so allow me to freehand wave with a, what do you think it means? What do you think it means, guys? Hey, yo, I have a degree in not English Lit, but writing, editing, and publishing. So I guess similar field, English field, but a little bit different. Branching paths where you choose who gets to live and who gets to die. Well, if I saw there was a hot person, a redhead with a little bit of facial hair, I don't know their pronouns, so I'm just gonna go with they, them for now. They're going to live. I'm going to make sure they live. Market this. Okay, the H is sign. Gotcha, thank you. And, so, don't let that power get to your head in real life, though. We don't need any more lawsuits. Damn. Matt got sued. Alright, so, let's begin a new game. Also, hi, Splitty. Ooh. Right into it, by the way. Right into it. With the creepy music, too. Oh, Eddie? Yeah, Eddie. Listen, I'm gonna tell you right now. I'm gonna hold you up at gunpoint, Matt. And be like, what choice do I need to make to, like, save Eddie? You think I'm playing? Okay, find them, my love. Oh, wait, what did that say before? Oh, shit. Oh, shit, okay. It's just a display text. You wander the forest. The path seems eternal, but you aren't walking alone. You're never done. This is our blessing, my love. Don't call me my love. I don't know you like that. You never have to be alone. Ooh, I already love this. I love this. Also, full disclosure, Matt did give me a key. But I will give Matt money at some point. And it, you know, because I love to buy people's games. I do love a free key. I won't deny a free key, but I will try to give you money when possible. So Matt, at some point in either PayPal or Ko-Fi, I think you have a Ko-Fi, right? Ko-Fi? You will expect 12 doubloons from me. Not $11.99, 12 doubloons. I may be slightly quiet, very eaten. Ouch. No worries, Splitty. No worries. I totally get it. I know that you've been very ouchy as of late. So totally understand the fact that you're here. It warms my soul. No Kofi. I do like doubloons. Okay, we'll discuss payment then. We'll discuss payment. And also, hi, Square. How you doing, Square? You come to a clearing in the woods, the path widening into a shimmering meadow. The water flows freely, glittering almost molten. It is silver pouring from the very mouth of the galaxy that surrounds you in every direction. You feel blessed to see it. Blessed to know it. I feel like I'm not blessed to be in this situation, though. The endless sky opens to you here. The horizon seems forgotten, unnecessary. There is no barrier between the earth and the stars. Not here. The celestial bodies weep their tears into the pool. You know not why they weep, but it is not elimination of this union. On this, you are certain. Oof. This writing's so good already. And I'm not saying that because Matt's my friend and they're here. I just love a nicely worded sentence. I wish that were me. What nicely worded sentences hate when I come by. Let me tell you. Yeah, you better be blushing. I'm gonna give you all the props. Perhaps it is the creature that resides here in the center of the grove. Oh shit, what the fuck? Damn. You know, okay. I don't know if this thing has any, like, natural predators, but if it does, it might want to get rid of those neon signs that it calls antlers, because holy shit, you are not hiding from anybody, brother. Like, if I was a lion, a dragon, or God forbid, the devil, I'm gonna pounce on your ass. I'm just letting you know. You see this creature, but not for the first time. You've seen it before. Let me just turn this up a little bit. Because music is a tad quiet. You've seen it before and your heart fills with an ill-gotten comfort. You know what this is, who this is. The Grand, your mother used to call it, a stag spirit as old as the forest, with a golden crown of antlers that reach up into the starlit sky. The crown is bathed in liquid light that seems to come from everywhere and nowhere all at once. A cascade that feels willed into this place is a reverence to his ethereal power. You glance at his regal form, but soon realize the mistake you have made, the transgression you have enacted. His head turns to you. Hatred as pure and potent as sunlight burns into it. Is he gonna spit on me? He's like, how dare you look at me? How patooey, peasant. Oh shit. It's like, I don't like it when the mentally ill look at me. Patooey. The creature loathes you. The liquid on this crown is not... it's not like the blood pouring onto the moss beneath it. The lichen drinking deep of those who would not kneel to he that stands before you. Oh shit. Oh fuck. Yo. Time out. Okay, now if I was a natural predator, I might, if he does that shit, I might be a little scared. I might rethink my choice. I might rethink my diet, if I'm gonna be honest. Like, ooh, I don't know about that. I don't know if I want to fuck with this guy. This crown, his crown, seems to avoid the stars, growing upward and filling your filthy sight. They weave and turn, creating a growing maze of bone and weeping blood that rips and stretches across the darkening sky. Each second is an eternity of transgression, and you have lingered here too long. Oh, now I'm on fire? Oh, fuck. Damn. Well, I could just be seeing fire, because cool. You feel the pressure of the world upon you, create a turn to destruction. The ages sink you into the dark and dirt below. A soft, blood-soaked moss eagerly dines as you are pulled into the dark below. Excuse me? Oh, back up. Okay, yo. This guy? This dude needs to back up. Personal space. I know you're a horrifying entity. I know you're the stag, right? But we could establish 6 feet. 6 feet. Pretend we're, like, let's go back to 2020. 6 feet. 6 feet mask on, you know? N95s. I have plenty of N95s on my dresser right there. Do you want one? So then you can stand, like, you can stay back. He's gonna stare into your soul. I don't like that with those dead eyes of his. His voice in your mind is the wildfire that spurns the evacuation. It is untamed rage, railing against a civilization that's forgotten what it is to be afraid. This is where you started. This is where you end. Shut the fuck up. What you do between those moments is severe. Or serve. I was gonna say it's severe, but like, okay, my choices are really gonna fucking matter. But now I guess I'm just gonna serve. But I will serve in both ways, all right? I'm gonna serve whoever, and then I'm gonna, you know, serve. The crown gets downward, following you deep into the earth before building a cage of white and red that soaks to keep you where you are. Right here, right in the depths. No easy escapes for thieves. Yo, I just looked at you. I looked at you. How dare you? I just stole a glance, and now you're keeping me trapped? Guy really has something against me. Your fragile mind has attributed to the features of a stag to this creature. Some guardian you thought might keep you safe. Some beast you felt you had a place next to. You feel the error. The comfort you felt was taken, and you will return it as 1,000-fold. Even here in the cold, endless, pitless dirt, you feel him everywhere. Birds, carrion crows, screeching as though from a great distance, reach your ears, delighting in some grand feast of flesh, and you know as sure as anything that soon they will feast on you. Well, you know what? I'm delicious, so I can't blame them. The others leave the blood behind and now drip with a familiar silver. Molten and searing, some drip and form coins around you, but others are hot on your exposed flesh. A contract, a sentence pronounced, signed and sealed. 6 feet, 6 feet, 6 feet, 6 feet. You beg to scream, but its face burrows through the dirt. Okay, ostrich. The antlers opening for his stag-like face, the face that somehow holds dark pools you once mistook for eyes that take you deeper into the abyss. You scream, but your voice is lost in these eyes that have seen the beginning of everything and, with a thought, could bring about the end. The bones crush your mortal frame, and you are drowning in dirt, silver, and blood. You are so small. Okay, you don't need to remind me. But now he wants... No. Expects something from you. Oh, God. A tithe. The Grand stares at you in the infinite dark. Regards you for a moment and leaves you. For now. For now? Oh, thanks. Thanks, buddy, for giving me a moment of respite. Even the stars are gone. Well, the moon's gone, the light's gone, nothing is here. Chapter 1, I found me in a gloomy wood, astray. Oh, Mousy! Hold up! Oh, there's the real star of this game. It's the mouse. Holy shit, can I play as the mouse? You wake up at last. The memory of what just transpired clings to you like tenacious cobwebs. Some stay, the pain stays, the loneliness stays. You roll over to see a small mouse staring at you. Look at the little guy. What's his name? If he doesn't have a name, I'm gonna name him. I'm gonna name him Truffle. Now look at Truffle, guys. Truffle's so cute. Oh. And look, oh my god. I like how his little hands are in my hands. Oh, he's like, wake up, wake up. Come on. He's giving me encouragement. Ah, I love him. You roll over to see a small mouse staring at you. The feeling of dirt under your soaked clothes wakes you with a start. The forest hums around you. Alive. For now. Virgil? Virgil from Devil May Cry? You know what? If I'm being haunted by Virgil, not too bad. Not too bad. I might take that demon. I don't get attached to creatures in games anymore. They usually don't last long. Okay, don't remind me, Kai. By the way, hi, Kai. How are you doing? You hear the mellow voice in the wind, familiar and alien all at once. A lullaby about a murder, gentle but dangerous. You shift and sit up. Leaves tumbling out of your hair. Damn, I'm dirty. Blood and dirt are both present in your mouth, grit and copper congealing as you gather into a hearty spit. You are, more than anything, annoyed. You've only been awake a day, and you had hoped not to cause waves on your first rotation. As the sleep leaves you, you realize the full extent of where you are. Don't worry, the animals here are gonna survive. Here's the thing, I feel like it's not, we're not only in Satan's world, but also in the animals' world. The animals in Satan have like a turf war going on. And no one has won yet because they're both on equal footing. They both have equal amount of power. So, you know, don't fuck with the animals and don't fuck with Satan. As the sleep leaves you, you realize the full extent of where you are, the heart of the forest. You know that you aren't allowed out here. Still, you take a look around. I'm just a rebel. You were digging. Your hands are coated in dirt and your nails are split and bleeding. Why were you digging? Oh, did a little. You stand up, shaken. You try desperately to get the dirt off last night's clothes, and you hope against hope that you can get out of here before. Oh, look! I love my getup. Cass. They're hot. Oh my god. No! Oh shit. Eddie has competition. I'm sorry, they're all hot. No! No! Fuck. Despite yourself, you sense a smile has arrived on your face. A smile that is matched, if somewhat tempered by concern, on the almost equally dirty face of Dr. Lucky Gesperch. Lucky is nearly at the end of this cycle, and he is to show you the ropes before he goes. Well, no, can he not go at all? I don't want him to go. That's not fair to me. Why does he have to go? My gosh. I love the UI, by the way. Very good UI. Today is the first day of your cycle aboard the biology. Oh my god, entomology, ecology, and limnology zone, E3U3, or as more popularly known, the bub. And it is not going well. Science. I was mediocre at science at best. The bub is a project born from an Earth corporation known as Faust. And you, along with the hundreds, if not thousands of other people aboard are employees. Now, let me take a gander at how many of those employees are dead. Right now, however, the only employee that currently matters is seeking answers in front of you. The words from out of your mouth, desperate for an excuse that makes sense. I'm sorry, I don't know what's happening with me. I just woke up here. Oh, hi, Dr. Gesperch. Just check out the forest before I take the helm. Or I just woke up here and had the strangest dream. I don't know what's happening with me. It's pretty normal for there to be unexpected outcomes from the waking process. You're good, or I should say, we aren't technically allowed in the middle of the forest, i.e. here, but I'm not going to narc. We love a man who isn't a narc. Oh. Thanks, Doctor. Please, just call me Lucky. If I'd known people would do that for the rest of my life, I definitely would have done all those years of schooling. You ready to get started? The day passes without incident, but you are undeniably shaken by morning. Lucky, would it be alright if I called it an early, shift? He smiles at you, unbothered. Oh, I love this man. Whoa, what? Huh? He doesn't think you're crazy. That's a good sign. Really chase. What does it say? Oh, I can't read that. Really chase that feeling. We'll need it for the day ahead. You look around panicked. You haven't heard the voices like this since you were a little kid. I've forgotten. Oh, don't worry, Matt. It's all good. It's all good. The developer woes. It's like, I forgot a fucking bug. Oh. You realize you weren't listening to his response, just staring. Seriously, Cass, are you good? You don't look well. I'm sorry, Lucky. After this morning? He laughed. It's deep and earthy. I think you should get some rest. Get out of here. I'll see you at dinner. Oh. The interior UV lights are slowly beginning to dim. I swear to God, if something jump scares me, it's on sight. They never quite serve to break the darkness of the endless starry night that surrounds it, but it is a comfort just the same. Well, there's not much I can tackle here today if you feel like just taking it easy. It's been smooth sailing this cycle. Horror grips your heart. You remember that his cycle is almost up. This force about to be your responsibility. Ooh. Hey, Lucky, do we have stags here in the bub? Have you noticed anything odd here since you've been awake? I think I should go. I even had 6 people test. How'd that get through? I'm telling you, pal. Listen, you can have like multiple proofreaders or editors and like multiple playtesters. A typo will get through. A bug will get through. I don't know what it is. And that is Satan's work right there. That is the work of Satan, I feel. But should I be honest with Lucky here? I'm gonna ask him, do we have stags? Hey, Lucky, do we have stags here in the bub? Typos always get through, for real. A Marbles Muse, for example, typos got through. And I had 2 editors and then a programmer. Program it, like take the sentences, program it. And I was your sole beta tester. So I did all the beta testing. And like 50 plus hours of that. Painstaking. But yeah, and still typos got through. Bugs got through. Also, hi Morgan, how you doing? Stags. Oh yeah, you gotta have a stag in the forest. No matter what the size, it's not a forest without its king. Did I just... The word hits you like a ton of bricks. A psychic finger in a fresh mental wound. Your vision blurs as memories of molten silver and dripping bone fill your psyche. I just found a typo in my first novel last week. It was released in 2021. And here's the thing. Here's the kicker about all of that. You can have a typo in your game, and nobody will point it out. Nobody will point it out. Like, I remember having a typo in one of my games, and so many people played it, and then a friend finally told me, hey, there's this typo here. What do you mean? Was everyone else too scared to say something? Come on now. It's happened like a few times too. I'm like, yo, please, I'm not gonna get scared by you telling me there's a typo. I will cry. I will certainly cry. But I'm not gonna get offended if you tell me there's a typo in my game. Now, I will get offended if you want me an essay on why my game's so bad and what you do to fix it. I will get upset by that. But I won't get upset about you reporting a typo. I love when people report typos. I love when people give me bug reports. I love when people give me, critical feedback. But tell me, oh, you guys, if in order to fix your game to appease to my likes and tastes, you gotta do this, this, and this. Ugh. I don't like those people. I don't like those people. You remember fire and darkness. It was just a dream. This is not a dream. This is not a dream. I'm possessed. I'm possessed. I'm possessed. I'm possessed. I'm possessed. I'm possessed. He's kind of a loner, though. I don't really see enough of the animals to be on... Cass? Jesus, Cass, you look terrible. No offense. Hold on. I'm going to take you back to your room. I think people have gotten into a habit of autocorrect any words they see wrong. Apparently not with visual novels, because I've played a few visual novels, and I've made visual novels, and people just don't report it. Either it's one lone person reporting it years after release or months after release, or something. Or no one reports it at all. It's like, what? What? It's like, damn. You would think people would report it, especially with how some people apply to, like, in fights in Twitter beef or Blue Sky beef, when they see one typo and they're like, actually, that's not the correct your. What you're using is possessive. You actually want to use the conjunction. I'm just saying. Like, where are those people? Where are those people? I need them to play my game. People fight till they have to put effort into it for real. For real. He moves with a practiced grace, reaching down and attempting to pick you up off the ground. Yeah, I'm seeing shit, dude. You want to help? I'm seeing, like, purple veins and fire. Help me, please. Oh, what the heck? How romantic. Oh, this is the talking cat. Oh, and it has no hair. It's a naked talking cat. Oh, a hairless, I should say. Hairless talking cat. Wild. I knew this. I should have known. I should have known the cat was going to be evil. I did say, though, that the cat was not going to always be talking. It was just going to, and I was sort of correct. I'll say I was half correct there. How romantic. I'm sure he's handled many sick animals in his time, but none quite like you. How dare you? No. Thank you. I'm perfectly capable. I'm alright. Thank you. Thank you. You wiggle out of his grip and face him with a renewed sense of holding it together. Have you noticed anything odd since you've been awake? He looks at you with a face that seems to imply the obvious question, other than you waking up in the woods and just now? Nope, was a pretty standard cycle. My last, actually. One of my last, actually. I hate to keep harping on it, but did something happen with you last night? You're acting like a three-legged dog doing the box step. You pause at your look of misunderstanding. Adorable, but disoriented. I'm going to have the lieutenant check in on you in a bit, alright? He puts his hand on your shoulders. Even through the gloves you feel warmth. Safety. You know that the only medical officer on your current rotation is lieutenant. It must be serious. Get yourself to your room and have a little lie down, or I swear I will carry you there myself. Second biologist, Cassie Cortega. Cortega! Ooh! Little Latin, Hispanic flavor, perhaps? That's an order from your superior. Hey, listen. I faint. I'm like, oh no, I can't get up. Please carry me. I would do that. Shit. Carry me bridal style. Vampire is wild. I tested this scene 1,000 times and, like, things are always a little wrong. Yeah, that's Vampire for you. Vampire is actually Satan. I feel like I'm fighting Satan whenever I'm programming with Vampire. I love Vampire. It's my go-to program when it comes to programming visual novels. I've tried Nanny Novel. I use it for work. I feel like it doesn't have the same capabilities as Vampire, and also there's not a lot of documentation. Also, there's not a huge community for it. So if you're like, okay, if the documentation doesn't cover something, you can, at least with Vampire, you can go to a community, be like, okay, guys, this is what I want to do, or I'm having this issue. What do I do? With Nanny Novel, it's you and like 20 other people. Ness, carry me with your big, strong muscles. Oh, please. Strong muscles that I can fall asleep in because they're just like pillows. That's how much support they give me. Please. Would you do me that honor? You know, he's right. You need to ground yourself. Your mind turns for a moment to the sensation of the all-encompassing earth and the bloody horns that followed. You quickly divorced from his grip. Why would you do that? Suddenly claustrophobic. Thank you, Lucky. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Filled with awkward energy, you try and turn from Lucky. Hey, it'll be alright. Just get some rest. You'll feel better. Thank you, Lucky. I think I'm going to do just that. Yeah, walk towards the camera. Yeah, I love that. Oh, I love that. You retreat mercifully to the metal halls of the 3U3, thinking, perhaps for a moment longer than you should, why a living forest has an area that is inaccessible to its caretakers. You put the thought aside and resolve that you just need a shower, get some food, and maybe take a bit of a nap. I was using Dialogic for this new game I made for Trans Joy Jam, and wow, there's no community. No! Really? There is a, I want to, like, there's another, is that like something in Unity, or is that just like a completely different engine that I'm just not familiar with? Because I want to try Chicken Evans, because I know in Unity there's Yarn Spinner, which I've used only once previously for a short-term gig. And I think the people follow me on Blue Sky. Ooh, I don't mean to brag, but, and it was like, I feel like once I get more, it was like when I was learning, I'm like, okay, I get this. And I think there's like a somewhat decent sized community for it. I need to look more into it though. And then I want to do Godot. The thing with Godot is, I don't know if the visual novel part of it is big. It's like, okay, what, I want to make a visual novel game. I know this, I think I know there's a plugin for it, but what, if I face issues with that plugin, how many people are going to help me? And then RPG Maker is something I have 2 of the fucking RPG Maker versions. I think Ace and VX. I'm like, one day I will make a game in one of these engines, and there's a huge community for that, so I don't have to worry about that. And I know someone personally who's used that engine, and he's made commercial games with that. Aesthetic gamer. No need to brag. I don't need to brag about my connections, but yeah, no, he's made games in RPG Maker before, so I was like, okay. It's a Godot plugin. Oh, I want to make a game in RPG Maker again. I did it. Ooh, nice, nice, nice. Yeah, it seems like, I know my friend Joy, used it for a couple of her games. I think she used it for Rectify and Bloom, which is now being poured into Ren'Py, which I'm helping her with. I'm doing all the coding for that. Which is just, hey, take the scripts and put it into Ren'Py and do some animations, make it fancy. And I noticed one of the drawbacks with RPG Maker, at least that I'd noticed with a few of RPG Maker games, is like the lack of like transformations or like transitions. It's like, at least you can't, like, fade out as easily. You can't, like, with, like, character images or something like that. It's very, like, sudden. But maybe if I, like, if there's, like, maybe there's plugins for it. Because I know RPG Maker has, like, a gajillion plugins for, like, everything. It's wild. I can only imagine what it's like to reprogram the UI in that game. Oh, man. Maybe it's because I'm used to Ren'Py and its shenanigans with UI programming. I'm like, okay, I can implement the UI in the game. Now... doing the whole other engine seems so scary, especially with the I don't think I've seen a lot of games, a ton, like maybe a handful, like I don't think I've seen like hundreds and hundreds of games have their own custom UI. It's always somewhat like built off the default RPG Maker UI. Like I can kind of tell. I don't see a lot of completely overhauled UIs in RPG Maker games. Yeah, UI implementation and everything, but Ren'Py seems scary to me too. Yeah, it just seems scary, yeah, for sure. The journey back to your room is quiet, as one might expect. After all, there are only 4 of you awake currently on this ship, with hundreds more and cryosleep below. They're all going to die. Because you know why? I'm gonna pull the plug on those bitches. Brother, who did the backgrounds? Did you do them, Matt? Or did somebody else? Because Matt's a powerhouse. You did. Matt's a powerhouse. Control monsters, control characters, control backgrounds. What can't she do? What can't she do? Tell me. Tell me your weaknesses. Tell me your weaknesses. You shiver the thought of another month-long sleep, given last night's escapades. You push the thought from your mind and walk into the half-unpacked mess that is your assigned quarters. The room looks turned over, but that might have more to do with you not being the neatest person, being midway through a move. Still, you look at the bed. And tossed. The blanket's torn and tossed. It seems clear that no time was lost digging around in the heart of the forest. You feel heat in your face and move to your target in the space, your journal. Since you were young, you wrote to keep the thoughts in your head straight. Several printed editions of your life are arrayed on the provided shelves here. They were the first things you unpacked. You sit down at your small pine desk and grab a pen. You open the latest and flip through its pages. It's been a long time since you sleepwalked. Well before the bub, well before university, and well before you knew what you wanted or why. I really didn't like the backgrounds at first, but I've gone into them with doing soon as national. Oh. Interesting. What was it about backgrounds that you didn't like before until you started doing this game? Your grandmother used to say that you were in tune with your subconscious. It was nice, but many of the doctors you met had other terms and diagnoses for it. Oh, Grandma, always try to soften the blow. They tossed around words like delusional, and if they were polite or unstable if they weren't. The medication they prescribed sits on your nightstand, and it has helped for years, but now you've built a life. You need to get it together. Oh, huh? What do you mean by that? What do you mean by that? What do you mean by that? Well, it's grayed out, so I can't do it. But what do you mean by that? What do you mean by him? What do you mean? I don't want to write about him. My life's okay. I don't need to think about him all the time. I'm gonna... So you begin writing down when you remember last night's dream. Focus on how things felt. Focus on how things are. I think it might be... I don't know if it's more important to kind of process what happened or to try to remain present. Because the concern I have is like every time when we were trying to talk about what happened with us, we started to hallucinate. The cat started talking to us. But I wonder if talking about and writing it down, and if we die, hey, somebody's gonna see our entries. Like, well, maybe. The goddamn cat. I might say go focus on how things felt. I remember the dirt was most clearly. That was the bub, for sure. I've only been here for a day and already I'm dreaming about this place. Lucky and the lieutenant have both told me that the waking can be rough, but this isn't what they want. I remember the feeling of burning on my skin, maybe metal. I felt familiar. It was like I knew whatever it was. My grandmother told me stories about spirits before, but this, I remember the anger, the hatred. I remember the pain, and I'm worried that's what's familiar. I think about Ma and Grandma a lot. I find I miss them more now, despite everything. You pause on the word, it. Why did you write it like that? Bolded. It feels right, like a reverence, almost. In bow. You scrub it out and write it normally. Feeling a profound sense of unease in the act, you push through it. You stop and consider what to write next. Focus on how things are. I'm so hot right now, too hot. I just got off my shift, but I feel like I'm burning from the inside out. I'm hearing voices again, but do crazy people know that the voices are, well, voices? Oh my god, okay, we're gonna get to that in a second. That can't be right. I'm certain I've been taking my meds like clockwork. I should ask if there's any chance the waking procedure might have interfered with them. I also need to talk to Lucky again. This is no way to start a working relationship. Mom would be furious if she heard my superior found me in the dirt. But I can't help but laugh. Lucky with a heart? Oh, with a heart? I think he might really like me. I think I might also like him. Oh, let's go! Okay! You absentmindedly put a heart around Lucky's name. You erase it quickly, furious at the lapse of maturity. Can I not? Hey, no? I can't move forward, you sure? You sure I can't move forward? I don't want to do it. Hey, Cass, listen. Not my choice. You lose track of time as you focus on him. Your pen moves in motions unseen. Oh, I'm possessed, of course, and unaccounted for. Words pour from your mind, black ink attempting to give shape to a nightmare, a creature of ancient power. Eldritch and alien, but so familiar. You feel it with you, over you, and as your thoughts turn to the creature, you feel your connection as intimate and deadly, like a careful hand wrapped around a major artery, winding you closer. You're hyperventilating. Oh gosh, the glitch effect is so good. Your face is on the desk, eyes wide. Am I smiling when I get possessed? Whoa. User control disabled? What do you mean? What, control? You are in control, huh? Apparently no. 1,000 words, symbols that you don't recognize, pour from your hand onto the page, the desk, the floor, the walls. You write like it's your last day alive because you know in your heart that it is. What? Oh my gosh, huh? You're burning up, sweating, but it feels good. The purity of it, the fire inside you grows. You feel something real happen as the hand twists, tearing your heart from your chest in the explosion of viscera that covers the walls. Oh my. You are free now. Oh, thank you. Thanks. Oh my. You wake up face yanking up from the desk. Sweat and spit cling to you in equal measure, only there's less ecstasy for its arrival now. No fire, just moist clothing and a fever. When you look down at your journal, drool staining the page, you see you've only written 4 lines. You aren't crazy. Meet me at the observation desk tomorrow at 1900. Bring a fish. Halibut, if they have it. Virgil. It's too much to bear. Who wrote this? Well, Virgil did, apparently. You're so hot the room is spitting. A wave of darkness overtakes you. Oh boy, the cat wants food now. You feel like you've been asleep for 100 years. You're in your own bed. You feel a damp cloth in your head. Your eyes adjust. You feel, well, better than before. Oh! As you look around the room, you see a tall, severe-looking woman sitting in a chair, flipping through a large book. She looks up with a start when she sees you moving. Katarine. Good evening, Miss Cortega. She smiles at you, but it betrays a profound concern. A moment of panic runs through you. How long were you asleep? Oh, I look tired. Oh my god. Lieutenant, It's quite alright, second biologist. Lucky has filled me in on everything. I wouldn't worry about it too much. Not everyone comes out of the sleep in the same way. She pauses. Don't tell anyone, but I often struggle. Gastrointestinally the first few days out. Fun fact, this room is based off one of those overnight airport hotels. Airport hotels? Really now? Really? Interesting. Well, yeah, it's not too bad. It's not too bad for one of those airport hotels, I guess. Oh, excuse me. She gives you a conspiratorial glance. You have never seen the lieutenant be anything but a stern authoritarian. So the fact that this was intended to be a lighthearted bit of self-deprecation sails right over your head. Laugh a little. She's worried about you. She seems to catch you listening to the voice in your head. Your vitals are normal, Miss Cortega. You should be able to continue with active duty as early as tomorrow. If not, please inform Dr. Geisberg, as he was quite worried about you after this morning. I also believe that Chief Mounds has served you dinner, or has saved you dinner. If you're feeling well enough, it was pasta night. Pasta? Oh, I love pasta. Thank you, Lieutenant. Sure, the carbs go right to my ass, but you know what? It's fine. You look around the room, no blood, no symbols. As I said, we all respond to the waking process differently. I suspect you just needed rest. You should be right as rain at your post tomorrow. There was a hopeful tone to her voice that you find somewhat disquieting, but still, you nod at her as she stands and turns on her heel and leaves you. Oh, bye. Yeah, I stayed at one for funsies in London once. It was so sci-fi I had to include it. Immediately erase to your journal. There it is, plain as day, the invitation you wrote to yourself. Your delusions had never had this clarity before. You paused for a moment considering what this could even mean. Your stomach rumbles. It's been nearly 24 hours since you've eaten anything. And despite the pressing issue of what appears to be a rapid decline to madness, you are famished. All right. Food. Ooh, very I was going to say I was hoping it would be Eddie that we see next, but hi. Oh man. Whoa. Look who took the time to grace us with her presence. You take one step into the mess hall, popularly known as the Bubble, before you're stopped by the chef for the cycle, Eddie Mounds. Eddie is maybe your closest friend here, and the fact that you are back in a cycle with him again fills you with joy. For a moment, you forget the previous night's dramas. My girl! I can't choose between him and Lucky. That's not fair. Can I have the both? Can I have a harem? My girl, you missed dinner, but I saved you a few scraps in case you managed to drag that alien carcass in here. The fact that Cass is blushing. Ugh. You grin, God bless pasta night. Okay, she's blushing because of the pasta, not because of Eddie, but still. You sit down in your seat with a clear view of the kitchen space. If it's not too much trouble, I know you have a hectic schedule with cooking for 3 other people. Girls love pasta, he knows it. I do. If he cooked me some pasta, some nice homemade pasta at that, Ooh! He's keeping me for sure. He gives you a withering glance and a head shake. Take pity on me. I just woke up to the lieutenant being, matronally? So my world is kind of upside down right now. Lord. I'll bring the whiskey as well. Yes, bring the alcohol, please. I need the alcohol. The meal is extraordinary. Even warmed up. Eddie is a master chef. This is fantastic, Eddie. Your skills are wasted here. Eddie puts a few of the drying dishes away. Agreed, but here we are. If I could cook like you, I don't know what I would have done. But space travel is nonetheless. He smiles at you with a toothless grin. Oh, he's running from something, Cass. Don't press too hard. Not yet. Also, and not to put too much pressure on you so soon after your episode, but tick-tock. Don't forget the habits. You turn to Eddie. He's busy himself in the kitchen, whistling a small tune. You straighten, he'll understand. He'll know what to do. I'm still running. Yeah, no worries, Morgan. I appreciate the lyric. Eddie, I think I'm losing my mind. Eddie pokes his head above the countertop. You and everyone else on this death trap, girl. But why today? You breathe in and then out. He moves from behind the counter and sits across from you. Compassion in his eyes. I just want to fucking kiss him. I want to fucking kiss him. Just rub my face all over his fucking beard. My God. Why motorboat man titties when you can just motorboat a wonderful, rough face like his? My God. It's like, I'm sorry. I can also imagine, not gonna lie. Not gonna lie. He might have a dad bod under there. He might have a bit of a stomach. Ooh. Here's the thing. I would just kiss that stomach. I'm just saying. Ugh, I would rest my head nuts and look at the pillow. Ugh. When I was young, I had what the doctor described as delusions. Later, I found out exactly what was wrong with me. But one thing we knew was with certainty. I was hearing and seeing things that no one else could. Not my personal motorboat desire, but you do you too, boo. I know. I mean, if the man titties were there, I'm sure I'll be motorboating Lucky's titties. Like, but when I see a man with facial hair, just gonna motorboat that. And just give him a flurry kisses as I do. He's got more fish. My parents and grandma were a bit out there, so they didn't do much to help with this diagnosis. They thought it was visions from God or whatever. Going on my medication was the only real fight we ever had. They thought I was giving up some divine gift. I thought I wanted to live a life of sanity. Their constant pressure was one of the things that drew me off the farm and off to join the Faust in the first place. Yeah, you were fucked, girl. First of all, you're in a horror game, and you grew up. And then second of all, you grew up on a farm. I feel like the farm would have been worse. The farm would have been a way worse setting. And then you have religious folks in your family. Religious folks out of farm horror. Oh, you're gonna get possessed and you might kill everyone, or you're just gonna die. It's all the tropes for real. You're gonna be tied to a chair and they're gonna be reading the Bible, and you're like, and you're gonna be flying. You're gonna be lifted up into the air by your demonic powers, by Satan. Satan is not an astronaut. He's actually a farmer. He's actually a farmer. I've been on those meds for nearly 2 years before I joined the bub, and I have not had an episode until this afternoon. Eddie meets your eye. His face looked blocked as he takes in this deeply personal revelation. religious folks on a farm. That's just my childhood. Oh. What the fuck does that say? Tear out his eyes so he can finally see? No! What the fuck is wrong with you? Matt, what the hell is wrong with you? What? Matt, you're fucked up. I'm gonna call you out right now, Matt. You're fucked up. Why would you put that in the game? Well, how? I bet... Don't make... I better not... This better not be one of those decisions. We're like, yeah, I'm gonna go... I have to select the other two, and then I'm forced to pick that one. If that happens, oh, I blame Ryan. Well, hey, you and Ryan are both at fault, and I swear, if I'm forced to pick that choice, it's your asses. Your asses are grass, okay? Your asses are grass. Talk about the voice in your head. Tell them about your date on the observation deck. My date? I don't want to tell him that. I had a graphic dream last night. Now I keep hearing a voice talking to me. It's coherent, like some devil on my shoulder. Things I know for sure, but with an outside clarity. It's like someone giving me advice on my own life. He keeps telling me to remember details about things for later. What kind of details? Personal details. Like how the lieutenant cares about me, or how Lucky likes having me on his team. Just oddly positive things about you guys. Oddly optimistic for delusions. In the past, they were more negative, and they certainly don't have the presence of mind to be prescriptive with their communication. I don't know if that's right, or to what to even think about, or to what to even think about it. It startled me at first, but I don't feel crazy or out of control. Now though, it seems almost familiar. Like I've called up an old friend. Does that make sense? Oh, typo, baby. I was like, that seems like a typo. That's why I had to reread it a couple times. I'm like, that doesn't sound like it belongs there. The look in Eddie's eyes tells you everything you need to know. It doesn't make sense, and he's worried. Hey, look, we're all here for you. Whatever it is you're going through. I mean, maybe the waking meds interfered with your regular meds. Next cycle, Doc Andrews will be up, and he can properly help. Yeah? Doc Andrews isn't ever getting up. At least not in the time for what we're about to see, Cass. Come on, you're scaring this guy. We're going to need him coherence. Just now, did you hear that? Seriously? Maybe you are losing it. He can't hear me, just you. I would have thought that was obvious. Now, does he have any fish or what? I'm sorry, Cass. I didn't hear anything. His worry is growing with each passing moment. Suddenly you're filled with panic. I have to go. I'm sorry. Cass! No, wait! Cass, wait, please! You rush out of the room. No halibut, though. A voice trailing after you through the sterile halls of the pub. My fish. I was gonna say, what about the halibut? Probably should have told him about the date then, huh? The observation deck is always a stunning sight. The night sky seems to stretch onward in every direction as thick glass keeps you from the vacuum of space. You arrive empty-handed, no halibut in hand, and a sense of annoyance fills your spirit. You feel something bite your leg. Hard. You yelp in pain, recoiling and looking down. A small sphinx cat leers at you. Where is my fish, Cass? This is not a great start. It turns its back to you and looks out the window. Clearly displeased in the ways that only cats can be. I'm sorry, It sighs and without turning its head continues to speak to you. Not forgiven, but we don't have the time to figure it out. Consider this another debt occurred. To answer question 1, yes, I was the one in your head all day, and obviously was the one who influenced you to write my little invitation. Question 2. What am I? Call me a helper, or familiar if you want. Whatever you call me, I'm here to get you through what will be a very trying few days. You are not real. You're in my head. This isn't real. Maybe. Maybe. Anyway, I can fill you in on what's going on with your dream and episodes, or I can just eat my... Oh, wait, what's this? No fish. I'm glad this is happening to you. What an asshole. The cat rolls its eyes and seems to sense your distress, softening somewhat. Look, I don't offer this to many people, but would it help if you pet me for a bit? Undeniably, it would help, and you do. He is smooth and he purrs slightly and you feel just a little bit better. Try not to read too much into it. Anyway, shall we get to business? You want answers. I want to get started. We're on the same team, Cass, so let's cook. Let's cook. I love that. I love that the cat just told me to cook. You are stunned. You feel your head nodding along with the speed at which this cat speaks. You're unsure of exactly what business this delusion might have for you, but you are listening despite maybe your better judgment. He sits up, licking his front paw a few times before settling on the coffee table. His green eyes seem to bore into you, moving to keep your eyes locked. It is unsettling. Now, I have many answers to many questions, but let's start with the big thing, and then I'll let you grill me. Okay? He waits a beat. Seriously, Cass. You gotta get over this. You're on a spaceship with a fully functioning forest, and you had a dream where you met a god in real life. Maybe you push past how shocked we are that a cat can talk. There's no easy way to put this. In roughly 24 hours, the ship will be utterly destroyed by the supernatural entity residing in its forest. What? Okay, that's nice. That's a nice revelation to have. He waits for another beat, clocking that you aren't quite keeping up with him. It's a lot to take in, but I am just going to get through it, and we can dig in once you have all the info. Cool? Okay. So, this entity has had many names over the years. Most famously, the devil, or Satan, or Diablo. Oh, what have you. It had other names where Christianity got its hooks into it. But it's a concise way for you to know where we're at. It's big and it's bad, and it's furious that it is here at all. As a result, it will blow up the ship and everyone on it. I suspect it isn't personal, but who knows? Maybe. It's probably just a means of escape, and with 1,000 or so souls aboard, it'll have the juice to do just about anything. You, whether you understand it or not, caught a glimpse of El Diablo last night, and unfortunately, that's enough to bind you to its service. What? No, Please hold your questions. We're almost there. Your mind, it didn't understand what it was glimpsing, so it wrapped up in something familiar, the Grand, which is a fine name for our purposes. There's less baggage there. Let's just call it that. You snap out of your stupor for a moment. A moment later. A moment late. The ship is going to be destroyed? Yes, the Grand intends on blowing up this whole ship, and everyone on in a fit of childish rage and this is so important. Please listen to me when I say this. Unless you convince everyone currently awake that A, this is real, and B, they need to help you perform a quite full-on ritual in the heart of the woods before midnight, Earth time, tomorrow. A ritual? That's right. Well done, a ritual. You need all three to join you in a coven to survive. Oh, fuck. What do you mean? Suddenly, it all hits you like a tidal wave. What? What? The Sphinx in front of you blinks one eye and then the other before giving its side a good lick. What do you mean the ship will be destroyed in 24 hours? Who are you? Ritual? What kind of ritual? How am I going to get people to believe this? I need to lie down. I'm kind of with you there. How am I going to get anyone to believe me? Who are you? Seriously, Cass? We do not have time for this kind of thing. He rolls his tiny head in disbelief. Fine, as I said, I'm your familiar or supernatural lawyer or friendly delusion that knows what's going on and how to stop it. Take your pick, for crying out loud. Does it matter? I will say this, I'm a cat you can trust to tell you how it is and what you need to do. I'm on your side, even when the odds are increasingly not, okay? Are we good, or do you need a rabies test? He stares at you incredulously, incredulous. His ears a flat plane, his tail twitching. What do you mean the ship will be destroyed in 24 hours? Just what I said. This demonic tyrant does not have much love being snatched and snatched. He has been. Worse than that, he has been hastened from the seat of his power. I suspect if he could, he'd blow it up now. But a deal is a deal, my love. I don't understand. This is crazy. Okay, believe it or not, but the ship and everyone on it is about to be dead, including you, if you don't play along. Whether you willed it or not, you have given everyone here a fighting chance by entering into a binding contract with the Grand. You give him what he wants, aka the ritual, and everyone lives. None the wiser to their danger. You're saving a lot of lives here, Cass. You just need to push past this whole, oh, this is impossible part. Because, girl, we do not have the time. He meticulously grooms a paw, tugging at each nail as if it were a toothpick. What kind of ritual? Ah. Well, it's best not to dwell on the specifics. Suffice to say, it's a big ask to be involved, so you must take your job seriously. Am I going to be sacrificed? It's not just candles and prayers. There are no guarantees everyone makes it back. Oh, I knew there was a catch. Trust me. Put it out of your mind. All you need to know is right now that it's all or nothing. You and the 3 other members of your intrepid crew must be there willingly-ish. We can cover the details when we get there. Your eyes glaze, desperate to process what you just heard. I've never seen such a sketchy cat. That's fair. Look, I'll fill you in on the details once we get a few people on board. Promise. His tail flicks from place to place, and suddenly a fly has captured the attention on a nearby lamp. Well, right, that's, yeah, that's the whole thing, isn't it? We wouldn't even be talking if there were already members of your coven. We don't really have the time to fool around, so I might be able to help move this along. He takes a moment to lick his tail. For being such a good sport about all this, I can give you some insight into your crew members, insight that might not be entirely available to you under normal circumstances. A beat passes as you stare into this tiny, hairless demon. He says nothing more on the matter. Cass, I cannot overstate that you do not have the luxury of freaking out. The human mind has an incredible capacity for normalizing things, and your day has been a roller coaster basically non-stop since yesterday. Against all odds, you don't feel like you are freaking out. What you feel could be described as right. You've always been good taking on tasks, and if this cat is right, this one could save a lot of lives. The Grand felt real. This feels real. By tomorrow night, I need to convince everyone on the ship to join me in a ritual in this forest, because if they don't, the ship will explode, killing everyone while a demon spirit will be unleashed on the universe. Okay, got it. You seem surprised at your newfound resolve. Atta girl, Cass, that's the spirit. His tiny paw shoots up in the air, a sign of enthusiastic support. So, where do you want to start? I don't know, where are we gonna start? I seem to be standing in a bus queue. Ooh. Who the fuck? I suppose the easiest question is why? I was angry, I think. More than anything else, I was angry. Oh, not that. Why Faust? Why not just the normal route? I don't know, Actually... Christ, I don't know. Call it a moment of poor decision-making? Huh. A common answer. A golden opportunity without too many strings. I'm leaving the Earth for a few years. I consider that a pretty big string. Don't worry. You'll pull through. Did you talk to the others yet? It's okay. Last question, and I'll leave you to it. Okay? Do you think of yourself as a survivor? Oh. You feel the gentle sting of a cat tapping at your face. Morning. Sorry, that looked like a good dream, but we have much to do today. The reality crashes into you. The ship. Him. A coven. You're real. I thought we were past this, Cass. He bats lazily at the end of your sleeve. Ooh. Oh! Ooh! Our potential point. What am I going to tell Eddie? Lucky is right at the heart of this. Best think of a plan of that first. There's no way that the lieutenant will be fine with all this. I can't believe I'm doing this. Let's go. Who? Eddie or Lucky? Eddie or Lucky? Eddie or Lucky? That's the question of the ages here. Who do I want to smooch? Lucky. The closest to the beast, as it were. He's safe for now, but I wouldn't be surprised if he's already had a run-in with the Grand. He may not have understood what he saw. The minute you step in there, though, it's going to kick off. Before you pull him to our side, you'll need to pull him out of the fire. Okay. Or just threaten to burn down the whole thing in front of his green piece ass. That could work. I know. Okay. I know. I'm terrible, but desperate times call for desperate measures. Eddie is interesting, isn't he? Like a love-starved puppy. If you start with him, the best chance is to lean on your relationship with him. You can play it cool, and you might just convince him that this isn't some kind of episode. Worst case, you turn on the charm. Do your makeup first, you know? Serve, or whatever it is you humans say. But if you need to literally seduce this man to a satanic coven to save his life, is that so bad? If I could be manipulated into not eating out of the trash, I'd be happy for it, no? I know he means a lot to you, Cass, but I encourage you not to let that get in the way of what needs to be done. So lean on our relationship. That sounds manipulative. What the lieutenant? No way she'll be okay with me building a coven during her cycle. I'm looking for notes. Now, Katarine is going to be a pickle. I'll tell you what we aren't going to do is toss around words or actions that suggest mutiny. It'll be tempting, but I'm telling you, she won't respond. Instead, lure her in with a bit of camaraderie. What do you have in common? Think about it, and put it to work. Or just save her until last and use your coven of big, strong men to drag her into the woods. Don't look at me like that. You think everyone will willingly go along with your delusions? He makes a tiny air quote with his paws, but you're in no mood to enjoy it. It might take more than chit-chat to get the job done, Cassie. Grow up. Okay, so camaraderie, or use my big strong men to force her to join. All right, let's do that. Roger looks at you expectingly. So, who's it going to be? Oh shit! Who do we start with? I think I want to say I don't want to start with the lieutenant. So it's Lucky or Eddie. I feel like we might have a better chance if we start with Lucky. Lucky stands with a small shovel in one hand and a glass jar filled with dirt in the other, a sample he's eyeing carefully. Such a hard choice, I know. The forest seems to breathe in and out with him, a kind of synchronicity that's difficult to miss. For just a moment, you see him as clear as you ever had, a man for whom nature is everything. Worth living for, worth dying for. Good, let's do both. Cassie, good morning. How are you holding up today? You snap out of your rear, you have a job to do. Morning, Lucky. I'm much better. Thank you, but we need to talk. I would love your take on it. Everything else is way too aggressive. Cause what did our lovely cat say? Before you pull him to our side, you'll need to pull him out of the fire. So I feel like this choice is just not it. We're forcing him to do something without his opinion, or without even giving him context. This one, maybe, but I feel like the first one's like something strange has happened to me and I would love your take on it. He looks at you with an inquisitive eye. Sure thing, Cass. Hit me with it. You detail the previous night's events. The dream, the episodes. Virgil. You watch his face? Impassive. If he believes you to be crazy, he does a remarkable job of letting you finish before revealing it. And I need you to help me perform some kind of ritual. Tonight, if we don't, I think we and everyone below will die horribly. He sits with it a minute. A part of you is relieved he hasn't simply dismissed it out of hand. Cassie, I don't know what to say. The worry leaks into his stoic face. This is a research vessel, Cassie. Nothing more and nothing less. I know you've had a tough few days right out of your sleep, but you've got to get it together. Oh no. Tell me about Lucky. I don't know him. Sure you do. He was just some guy, just another guy. And what were you? I didn't think it would be like this. Is it supposed to be like this? It is, but try to focus. I was in charge. Oh. This is, I know you've had but you've got to get together. And show me the center of this thing. I need to see it. Lucky seems to straighten and a strange smell fills your nostrils. You feel chill and are assaulted with a smell like fresh blood mixing with rotting flesh. Copper and mazima entwining on a winter's day. Familiarity and necrosis in equal measures. Why are you doing this, Cass? His eyes fill with pitch black, tears of anguish, and anguish he senses you're doing, but you have an idea why. You push through, confident this is just another trick. Another glamour of the king of this forest. I need to know what is out there, please. Lucky's head turns and tilts at an angle that seems unnatural. His voice cracks. Deep ice that reminds you of how small you are. So many questions. You know what's out there, don't you? I remember you, Cassie Cortega. The others may not, but I do. I see you for what you are. You are a killer. You would poke and prod. So keen to understand. So keen to escape what you have no right to escape. You should rot here for what you did to me, too. The sound that comes out of Lucky's mouth is clearly spoken, but is incomprehensible to you. Not an understanding. You know the words he's saying, but you couldn't recall them even if you wanted to. Oh, you are a parasite. A lamprey suckling at the teat of a unearned absolution. I was there the day you were born, and I'll be there when you die. Holy, what the fuck? You have not earned 1 second of it. That is your worst crime. Everything you have taken from others. Bones and flesh. You have taken more than you could possibly know, and you are floundering to leave here with your ill-gotten gains. If you weren't such a goddamned coward, you'd hide under your covers and accept your fate. The fate of the guilty. You belong to this earth. To me, every breath is a gift I have granted and that you have squandered. His words are a tangle. Half of them don't make sense in your ears, but you can't shake the feeling that he's right. Suddenly, he's filled with inhumane rage, his eyes murderous in their intent. You recognize it. For a moment, you see clearly. Oh. Well... Have you ever done anything like that before? What? Assemble a coven for a pagan ritual? Yeah. No, but I suppose it's a first time for everything. Oh, that's one of my favorite CGs. I did too. Ooh, I did. Lol, nice. It's a very good CG. You cooked. No, but I suppose it's a first time for everything. As soon as it arrives, it's gone, and you're left with a deep, abiding sadness that seems to wrap itself around your bones. I'm sorry. But I can't stop. Oh my god. You feel Lucky's hands on your throat. The dark pools of his eyes seem to swallow you whole. He's strong. Impossibly so. Even the few judo classes you took last summer aren't helping. You reach your thoughts out, desperate for any hand that might save you. Who's gonna save me? Virgil ain't gonna save me. Grandma ain't gonna save me. In a flash, there's a trio of red lines running down Lucky's possessed face. Lucky drops you, stunned. He turns to the cat, who nonchalantly licks the blood from the extended claws. The two briefly speak, but not in a language you understand. Alien words tumble from Lucky's mouth. Virgil speaks with authority. Lucky roars with the fires of ages, but the cat does not balk. The look on Lucky's face shifts from disgust to resignation, moments before it folds into unconsciousness. Sorry I let it get that far, Cass. Is he... dead? What? Oh no, just... I guess possessed is the right term. The Grand is reaching out in any way he can. He didn't realize I was here to facilitate what we're up to. It's a long story, but in short, we aren't on great terms. Are you... God? Yeah, sure. The god of naps and head scratches. Virgil rolls his eyes. Are you done being stupid? This guy is going to wake up remembering all of this. I doubt it will take much more to get him on board. You endured, Cass, and I think we can count this as a... He looks at the passed out, bleeding form of Lucky Gisbert. Well, let's call it a half win. Ready to move on? Recruit Lucky. Oh, yay! We got the boy! Virgil licks his paw, waiting for you to make a decision. Luckier than most, I'd say. Either Lieutenant or Eddie. My thing with if I have Eddie and Lucky on board, I feel like that will be seen as a mutiny. You know what I'm saying? So... do Lieutenant. Yeah, tough choice. I know, tough choice. You knock on the door to Lieutenant Katarine Smith's office. It is the same office that every commanding officer uses each rotation, but now it belongs to her. There is a shuffle behind the door as it slowly opens. Hello? Ah, Miss Cortega. To what do I owe the pleasure? She is still dressed in full military attire, but it is clear to you that she has been doing busy works. She has been busy doing something physical in there. As you peek into the slightly ajar door, you see a mass of papers and files stacked upon around the room. Hello, Lieutenant. I was hoping I could have a moment to talk with you. It's important. She gives you a kind of half smile. The military officer's grin to a civilian she can't just order to go away. It's not really a great time for me, Miss Cortega. Could you be convinced to speak tomorrow, perhaps? Oh my god! If you do not talk to me right now, I will remove you from command. Wow. Is something wrong, Lieutenant? She sighs. No, nothing is wrong, but thank you for your concern. You're losing her. I know what's buried in the middle of the forest. She stops and looks at you with an incredulous eye. Regardless of whether or not she has any idea what you're talking about is not clear, but she has stopped and this is your moment. Hmm. Oh, shit. I feel like not the first one. Satan has the... No, we saw Satan. We saw Satan. She stares at you through the crack in the door. You expect to see disbelief or maybe even concern, but instead you see... acknowledgement? Come inside. Oh! There we go. Damn, what the fuck? Yo, she was trying to get out of here. She was trying to skedaddle. What the hell? The inside of Katarina's office is a mess. Piles of pages from files are on virtually every surface. What is going on here? Ah, yes. Well, I guess that's a good question. It seems my predecessor is playing a prank on me. Oh no, I don't like that expression. Normally, I don't touch these files at all. It's unnecessary for such a short cycle. Managing personnel face to face is typically the commanding officer's role. But your seemingly complex interaction with the waking process has had me seeking your files. She motions at the open pages on the desk. As you look closer, you see that they are nonsense. The pages that aren't completely blank are unfilled forms on generic letterhead or random series of letters and numbers. Oh, yeesh, that's just sloppy. Oh, look. This one is from my high school yearbook, and the year was 1961. It was so fun back then. What happened to fun hair, Cass? But this doesn't have anything to do with you. Well, I wanna see the hairdo. Let me see the yearbook. You get the real sense, whether she realized it or not, it does. So you're thinking this is a prank. It's uncommon, but it does happen. I assume the actual files are squirreled away somewhere, but I'll have to keep Lieutenant Notch in mind should our cycles link up again. She straightens up as best she can and looks you in the eye. So, you think Satan is buried in our backyard? Good. So do I. She freezes in place, locked in a moment of understanding. A woman who understands her role in this world. An enabler, but only of greatness. Oh? Is that why you liked her? Oh? I suppose so. She was older and wasn't my mom. She bears a striking resemblance. Don't even joke. The difference is... I respect Katarine. Ooh, the plot thinkins. I've long suspected that something was going on here. Faust pays too well and doesn't tell us enough for it not to have a few skeletons in the forest. She leans against the desk. Tell me what you think is happening, Miss Cortega. You explain the situation to Katarine. Her eyes move to the papers on her desk. A series of glyphs, page 223 of the Silmarillion? The formal rules to Uno. Oop, oh god, not the formal rules. You explain the situation in full, what you believe, what you wish you didn't believe. She sighs. I have never trusted Faust. Something about it always stunk to me. And regardless of how crazy this all seems, I suspect you might be right. Why is that combination of papers on the desk? What do you mean? Oh, you mean the yearbook picture? Oh, I don't know. The previous predecessor just had a shit method of organizing. You see a barn. It's winter. You don't fully trust her, but she trusts you. Oh, not the barn. Oh my god. Oh, this is gonna be great. The barn, the farm that we tried to escape from. You snap back, but the walls of this office seem colder, somehow smaller. You smell blood and candle wax on the wind. The barn is always a fun place. That's where rituals take place at. Oh, we can never skip the barn. Listen. We may have left the barn, but the barn's still inside us. Still a ritual from a talking cat only you can see. I know, but the longer I live with it, the more certain that I am right. And what's the harm? Something for the four of us to do on a Friday night. You wait until the end of the week. She worked at a dollar store. She had no idea what you were walking her into. It's Saturday. She always had a good head on her shoulders, but poor judgment in people. Oh? I'll come along, but don't be too disappointed if we spend the evening like we did. You freeze. How much did she remember? It must be nothing. No. No one falls into the same trap twice. Right? Oh no. So we did a ritual before. With Katarine on the farm. But now the question is, what was the ritual? And did we do it with Lucky and Eddie as well? I mean, Lucky was saying we were guilty before, if I was not mistaken. What did he say? I was a killer. I killed somebody. Could perhaps the ritual from before, did they kill somebody? And we're just going to do the same ritual again, and we're going to have to sacrifice somebody in order to stop this being. No. January 1st, 2000. You blink. January 1st, 2000? I was born in 2003. Well, read up on it. We were all slightly disappointed that the world didn't end. Oh my god. I can meet you tonight, even if it's nothing. It'd be nice to put this to bed. She was upset that Y2K didn't really happen. Well, that went easier than I thought it would be. I think she likes you, Cass. Let's keep moving. Who's next? There's only one person. Wait, whoa! I love that. So I got the achievement for her, but I just want to note the achievement names. So far, we have the enthusiast, who was Lucky, and then the lamb, Katarine. Why is her achievement called the lamb? Bring the lamb to the slaughter, perhaps? Sacrificial lamb? Listen, I fucking played Binding of Isaac, alright? I can catch on to religious undertones. I can catch on to these fucking themes here. That's wicked. That's wicked. Alright? I can only imagine. Matt's reaction. I can only wonder what Eddie's name is. It looks like you've made your choice now to rally for the last push. No one warned me! After this stream. Your coven is nearly complete. Its members wait for you just outside. For good or ill, this is the path you are walking. It is nearing its end. Virgil slides between your ankles, brushing against your leg. All right, Cass. 2 down, 1 to go. How are you feeling? No, I don't. I feel awful. I feel awful. Truly, I feel awful. I'm doing okay, considering. Good. The cat licks its side once before locking eyes with you. It locks eyes with you? As serious as the cat can muster. Your coven is nearly complete, but the last one will be the most taxing. You pause as the stone settles in your throat. Listen, there's no easy way around this. I kept the worst part from you, so you may want to sit down. Yeah, you did keep the worst part from me. Fuckface. You sit down. I feel like you probably guessed what I'm going to say. We need to kill someone, which will sacrifice. Exactly. Look at you. You've come so far. The good news is, you've already made your choice. Whether you realize it or not, you formed a coven with the first 2, and you've sealed the fate of the 3rd. He licks his hunch for a moment. Your stomach turns. You are struck with a familiarity. Copper and miasma fills your nostrils. Why didn't you tell me? Then you would have fretted about it. Look. Someone has to go, Cass. Would you have felt better choosing with that knowledge in mind? Your feelings are mixed, but you know on some level he is right. It's okay. We're almost... No, it's not. This is not okay. This is not the ride that I picked. This is not... I didn't buy a plane. I didn't buy the ticket for this plane ride. I didn't want to get on this roller coaster ride. No. He rubs it up against your leg. Don't do that. I'm gonna... You're so lucky, a fucking cat. Are you ready? No, I'm gonna freak out for a little bit if that's fucking alright. Let me just fucking let me get the glowy eyes real quick and be like, oh! Whoa! Whoa! Yeah, my boy. Hey, Matt, why didn't you give me the heads up? That's so fucked. That's so fucked. That is so fucked up. Never. That is so fucked up. You pace and sweat for a while, considering the things you've seen and the things you've done. What is this place? Who are you? The questions tear through your mind. You know you did something terrible before coming here. That much is clear. But what? Your memories before coming here are like looking at a shattered glass. You can almost imagine a hole, but the picture it reveals seems utterly incomprehensible. You brought these people here, perhaps metaphorically, perhaps literally, but they are here. Now someone needs to die at your hand. Again, why do you keep thinking that? The barn, the blood. The book, the bell, the candle. You feel a ghoulish laugh from deep in the heart of the bub, and your face flushes. Your mind reels, struggling to put the pieces together. You aren't proud of it, but you vomit. Yesterday's pasta is staring back at you from the floor. Ugh, gross. You take a moment and focus. There will be a time to put together what this was later. You resolve. Once you are off the ship and back home. For now, though, someone has to die. That is the task at hand. You've always been good with a task. Okay, let's go. Atta girl, Cass. You can't play this fucking nice cheery music too. What the fuck? I'm going to fight. This is the saddest path? No, are you serious? Oh, man, we gotta finish it though. Well, not really. In your heart, this is what hurts the most. Had you known, you probably wouldn't have gone this route. Yeah, no, I wouldn't have. I fucking wouldn't have. You're so right, game. I wouldn't have. But in trying to save any to last, you haven't saved them at all. He cleans a glass in the sink. Hey girl, I heard through the grapevine you're cooking up some kind of party tonight. Your chest tightens. Yeah, something like that. Eddie, I think you're my best friend. No, I think I love you. Can we just kiss? I hate to do that to you and I kill you immediately after, but hey, hey, listen, I need to cope somehow. And you're gonna die, so you won't be needing much coping when you're dead, so. But I need plenty of it when you die. A part of you wants to finish that sentence with on this ship, but it occurs to you now that you can't recall having any other friends. Eddie looks at you with a genuine warmth that cuts you to the quick. I love you too, Cassie. Ow, it hurts! Now, what's brought this on? I dream of you. Do you dream of me? What? I dream about the barn, too. More now than I used to. I think we knew each other, Eddie. I think we all did. Faust. It took something from us before we came on this ship. Eddie regards you wordlessly, his eyes moving back and forth, contemplating his next course of action. It is clear you've hit something here. I don't think this is real. I think it's some kind of test or trial, and all we need to do is... You pause, collecting yourself. We need to sacrifice someone, and that someone is you. Okay. What are you even saying? Is this... The episodes. Tell me about them. No, it's not. Think about it. How long have we been here? I do not remember how I came aboard this ship or my life before I got here, and I know you don't either. My clothes aren't mine. My journals feel like they're written by strangers. What is this place, Eddie? A whole ship manned by 4 people at a time? It's not real, and I'm increasingly convinced that the only way to break the cycle is to give something to the beast that lives in the center of it all. Faustian, think about it, Eddie. We made a deal, we made it, and now we need to fulfill it. I don't remember much, but I remember you used to trust me. Something about cuts above the noise. I know you, and you know me. Your voice is panicked, but tempered with confidence. You know you are right. You hope to God he does too. He pauses, contemplating the moment. Even if that were true, you're talking about killing me. I don't want to die, not here. For a moment, you wonder what Eddie has seen. What experience he's had on the ship, clearly not as pointed as yours, but he considers them just the same. You don't know what to say. You sit in silence for a long time, the sink still running in the background, playing the score to the moment. If I'm wrong, I'll be right behind you. I promise. Okay. Oh! Hey, yo, we got a kiss, CG? You run a hand down his cheek, giving him a small peck on the other side. You smile as tears run down both your cheeks. You hold him, fighting with everything you have to keep your conviction intact. Okay. This is a sad kissy, though. Is there a happy kissy? Is there a happy kissy? Sacrifice Eddie. Yeah, I'm a heartbreaker. Fuck, why did I... Man. I can't believe that. There is another kissy? I like how you didn't, like, confirm it was a happy kissy. Like, now I'm thinking I'm gonna, like, kissing his, his severed head or something. It was summer when you first met him. Eddie Mounds, a line cook at Sal's Chop House. You didn't go into town often, but when you did, Sal, and by extension, Eddie, nothing is happy. Oh no. Were the first people you visited. I loved you the moment I saw you. You believed him, but you always wondered if you felt the same way. You knew that Eddie would do anything for you, but you weren't so sure you'd do anything for him. Oh, man. I'm not a good person, Eddie. You must have told him that 100 times and never failed to get a laugh. He didn't even blink when you told him you wanted to summon a spirit. He didn't doubt, didn't disbelieve, didn't even ask any follow-ups. For a moment, you wondered if you even understood. I know it's a bit out there, and we may need to do some unseemly stuff, Ed, but we need the money. You could have said so much less. He kissed you, his heart content just at the sight of you. Whatever you say. He is the best boy, and I'm killing him! See you soon. The knife does its dark work, and to his credit, Eddie doesn't even flinch. Matt, I'm coming for your ass. I'm coming for your ass. You feel the tears running hot and uncontrolled down your cheeks. This has to be enough. It has to be. Why do we have to get a big fucking kitchen knife? Why do you have to get a chef's knife? That's so big. What are we, Michael fucking Myers? Virgil walks over the body of Eddie Mounds, his feet leaving a trail of red dots across his cook's coat. Only knife on this ship? Well, damn, what the fuck? It is. Fuck you. Fuck you, stupid deer-looking motherfucker. You see the Grand step out of the woods. Its eyes dark, but there is something else there now. Understanding. It kneels in acknowledgement. The knife clatters out of your hands, tumbling to the dirty floor. You vomit, feeling the empty void of an age lived and an age removed. Babe? Stop! I can't handle this! I cannot handle him calling me fucking babe! Eddie. I told you. It would work. Don't you see? It did? We didn't do anything. He's still... You know... Yo. Y'all just spectators. He's macking. He's macking on me. Y'all just gonna watch? Okay. Lucky and Katarine seem annoyed and disappointed respectively. Cassie? What is this? We're just making out. We're just making out. You know, like, what's going on? You look out the dusty window and a stag and a slender cat slipping into the snow-covered woods. Oh, they look like best friends. Aw, what happened? Oh. Ending number 9. Well, they look like they're best friends now. Or were. Reach an ending. Every ending is a beginning. Hey, Ryan, what's going on? Ryan, I got a bone to pick with you. And Matt, I got a bone to pick with you too. I don't have a bone to pick with you, Shane. You know, yeah, you know I got a bone to pick with you. Oh yeah, I was told this game was originally made for Spooktober. Yeah, thanks for fucking traumatizing me. What the fuck? There's 9 endings, so I'm assuming 3? Oh, what the fuck?